Hello, beer tubers, and welcome to yet another blind tasting with me, Peter, the master of puppets. Today, being challenged by
Brett
of Anomyces. So I've got 3 glasses. Brett's got 3 glasses. Brett knows what he's drinking, and I don't.
Nope.
Except that they're thick and dark and probably barrel aged and stout. So hey, I guess that let's finish this. So Brett has these glasses. I think Morten might know some of the beers. I don't know. He's hesitant about it, but Morten is behind the camera. And where do you want me to start?
From right to left.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love me a good stout. So let's start from right.
So, okay, just to go through it, of course, style, if you can.
Barrel aged imperial stout.
Style, but also I would like, with this blind tasting, if you can figure out what the common denominator is.
So the common thread.
And kind of what the blind tasting is trying to show.
Oh.
So, yeah. So, but and of course, if you can guess any of the beers, you are very welcome to.
I probably can't, because that's always a hard thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, let's try here. So first one, pitch black, rich looking, decadent, tan, roasty head.
Yeah.
Check it out. So fudgy. There's a bit of umami, some dark fruit. There's definitely barrel. It smells somewhat like bourbon. But there's also some fruitiness to it that's like almost like appley fruitiness to me. Caramel, almost like a buttery touch. Like butterscotch toffee. Charry, roasty. Smells nice.
Yeah.
Let's try it. Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay, yeah. Really nice. Medium high acidity. Rich. I'm getting a lot of almond and marzipan. But I'm also getting like a red apple thing. Like a red apple, slightly tart grapey thing too. Some dark fruit. So it's, and also like this butterscotch thing. Like a butterscotch toffee or something like that. Werther's Original almost. It's really tasty. It is. Really good like base beer and really nice cohesive barrel flavor. So this definitely looks richer. And this doesn't have a lot of head. So let's check this one out. Yeah, there's loads of vanilla on this one, so I'm guessing it could be vanilla beers. This one just has, it screams vanilla to me. It has like that dark fruity vanilla, almost like Madagascar vanilla bean. Like, well, maybe not Madagascar because it's not like artificial. But it could be like a roastiness. This also smells more like bourbon. I think I can even see specks of vanilla in the glass. Like vanilla pods. But yeah, loads of vanilla on this one. Also like the dark fruity umami richness on this one. And also lots of caramel. But it's almost like a vanilla frosting or something like that.
Yep. Cheers.
Much sweeter. That's my first impression as well. Much sweeter, much richer. Huge vanilla profile. I think it's, but it also has like a sugary vanilla thing. Almost like vanilla icing sugar or something like that. That's very interesting because this one had a more dark fruity, also dark, this also has some dark fruit. This is more, okay, now I'm jumping back. I'm smelling much more like a real vanilla type thing. I think I'm leaning to this one, or these two so far, just in terms of preference. Just because this has almost like, yeah, it reminds me of like a vanilla frosting or something like that. There's also some caramel, there's some toffee. There's also something like, almost like a, like vanilla sponge cake or something like a lighter, brighter vanilla cakey flavor. And then like loads of like, just that sweet icing sugary type flavor. I think this one has more depth and richness. This one is more bright and almost more simple, really. But loads of vanilla. I'm also getting an interesting like candy-like vanilla profile on this one. But this one tastes more like it's a bourbon barrel. Let's see the final one. It looks more like the first beer. Also looks very decadent. Let's check it out. Yeah. Ooh, that smells really nice. That might be my favorite of the bunch. So I think this is a study in vanilla beans so far. As would be my guess. Barrel-aged vanilla beers. Because I'm getting loads of like vanilla potty types. Now, this one smells more like coconut now that I'm also smelling. So maybe it's a study in coconut. And maybe some of them have both coconut and vanilla. Because, yeah, I'm getting like almost like Drømmekage type coconutty things too on this one. The thing is, you can also be fooled by barrels. Because coconut can also come from barrels.
Yep. Let's try. Good.
Ooh, also really sweet. But yeah, I'm getting loads of both coconut and vanilla on this one. This has more depth than this. This is more sweet. This is more richness, more umami, more cherry barrel. A little bit of fudge, but it has like just more like umami rich depth to counteract lots of sweetness. This one kind of lacks that a little bit. Because it's like so, like, it's almost like sugary sweet. Almost like, yeah, vanilla icing sugar or something like that. And this one is the lightest of the bunch on the character, I think. And the Fred, are they all the same age?
More or less, yeah. They are pretty damn close in age.
It could be coconut and vanilla, or just one of the two. I think I'm more certain on vanilla than I am coconut, because I'm mostly just getting like loads. I'm also actually there for a second. I got a metallic note on this one. That is really rich, really rich. It's actually, it's interesting. I think I'd like to blend a little bit of this into one of them actually, just to dial down the sweetness a little bit. I think my least favorite is the middle one. It has it's like this vanilla icing sugar. I'm not that big a fan of that compared to the other two. So in terms of these two, there's more like tobacco, there's more char, there's more richness, more like umami, dark chocolate. And then it also seems like to have a bit more of a cherry barrel presence, whereas this, it's almost like sugary and, dare I say, synthetic. And the barrel falls a bit short compared to these two, just because there's so much like sweet, sugary, vanilla-y flavor on this one compared to the others. It's do you know, it almost reminds me a bit of the aroma you get of vanilla Kotsko, which is
I'm also
so
thinking
weird.
of Kuss, like
Yeah, meringues, vanilla meringues.
Yeah.
I much prefer these because they have umami and richness. It's not all just sweet and pastry-like. But this has a slight metallic note the more I smell it. It's more in the aroma and it's very volatile and light, but it has a very, very, very nice base. Really, really nice base. You can also see the curtains on the glass on this one. Maybe a 96 on this one and a 95 on this. The one on the right. I'd still put them in the 95 range because I think they're fucking awesome beers. But this one, it just has a touch too much of that sugary, icing sugar, almost fake flavor. And like I'm almost getting a bit of that leathery vanilla thing on these. But that could also just be because they have a more umami-rich base beer to them. Or that this has a load of something in it, lactose or whatever, that hides some of the layers of the base beer. I think it's still really, really good, but more like the early 90s, maybe a straight 90 even, I think, because it had a lot of sweetness. So, what I needed to guess?
So the common denominator, and also what is this tasting trying to kind of show? What is it showcasing?
It's showcasing an adjunct is my idea.
Yeah, but it's also showcasing something else. It's actually showcasing two adjuncts. But
so coconut and vanilla is my guess.
Yes.
Good.
In all three beers.
Yeah. Wow.
But it's also showcasing something. No. But it's also showcasing something else, and you don't have to guess if you don't know.
Which is not an adjunct.
It's not an adjunct.
So it's it's showcasing a barrel. But that's not what you're looking for.
It's not one. No, not a barrel. I think we should just find it, but maybe final grades before we reveal. So 95, 96, straight 90.
Yeah, it had to do with the barrel aging time. types of barrels. I'm guessing they're bourbon because of the adjunct, it's harder to pinpoint. Barrel aging time.
Okay, so we have the 3 beers in front of us, or in the middle here, and they are, set up in the row that we are tasting. So this is this, and this is this, and this is this. And I guess Peter can open his eyes now.
Yeah. Before I open, I'm just trying to think of one last thing, like something with the barrels.
Yeah.
But there's so many barrels, so it's not what you're trying to showcase is what different barrels do.
Yeah.
Is that what you're trying to?
Yes.
Okay, good.
They all have different barrel compositions.
Okay.
And none of them have the same barrel composition.
Interesting.
And you've missed one pretty expressive thing with the first beer, but the others you're more or less right about. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, should I open my eyes?
Yeah. I'll just turn them.
Holy shit! You opened Blessed Batch 2?
Yeah.
But I also have a bottle that we haven't drunk.
I know, but I just thought that it was time to do something
I
a
actually
little out of the ordinary.
But I also have a bottle of this.
I know.
I don't want to.
But I got this before you got yours, so.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is rye whiskey barrel aged only. It's a blend of different rye whiskey barrels, and I actually think the rye character is pretty big.
But I think the reason why I had a hard
almost
time.
has cinnamon.
I think the reason why I had a hard time pinpointing anything like that is because of adjuncts.
Yeah.
And also one of the reasons why is like it's when you don't know it, it's really hard. When you look for rye, you know what specific nuances to look for. But rye and bourbon have somewhat similar vanilla-y aromatics as well, so maybe that's why.
Yeah, I just think to me it has this kind of like really upfront kind of caramelized cinnamon note. And I think this beer honestly is quite a disappointment compared to what I've seen people say about it.
I think
because I completely agree with you. I think it's too sugary, almost like just like a primary sugar.
It's got lactose. It's a milk stout, so maybe that's why.
Yeah, but I still think they should be able to balance it out also with like the blend of 4 barrels and different 4 different barrel types.
I'm amazed by the fact that the coconut, I didn't pick up on it like a lot until Blessed.
Yeah, but I think it's because at least this one isn't like huge on the coconut. And then when you taste the first beer and you don't get that big impression of coconut, you maybe get a bit of doubt about, what the adjuncts are. But
that is totally dream cake, this one.
Yeah.
It reminds me of, what was the other one we had with coconut from Anchorage? That was crazy.
We've had quite a few with the coconut. I feel like every Anchorage.
But this is like one of the most hyped Anchorage beers.
Yeah.
Besides the Deal with the Devil.
Yeah. And I think it's very good,
But
it also has to do what...
I actually, I think, I thought would have rated that higher.
Yeah.
But I've also been off adjunct stout for a while.
Yeah,
but not off, but not as into it maybe as I used to be.
And I think that has a lot to do with it. How much you're just into, especially coconut and vanilla, and especially coconut can,
But this was a real curveball. I was almost sure it was fake flavoring or something because it was so sweet. The sweetness makes it seem almost synthetic. Well, there you go. I can't taste rye barrels unless I know it. So, fuck me.
No, but I actually think you did a really good job with guessing both coconut and vanilla because they, they kind of blend.
But together. The thing is, I totally see it now that I sit and smell it. But
that's like the only thing I was certain you'd say cinnamon at some point or rye, but you just didn't. Okay. But
we should have done this as the first tasting. No, because that would be a shame of the first beer.
Yeah. I don't think it would have made a huge difference, to be honest.
I don't know. I'm just annoyed that I didn't guess rye because I'm sure I would have pinpointed it.
Yeah. You're just
annoyed with my
competitive human being.
So there you go, guys. If you guys had either of these, let us know what you thought of them. I'm sure you want to see more videos like this now that it happened. I'm bummed, especially because I never had the beers before. But there you go. So maybe we can try to do more. Maybe I'll do one on you next time, but with a different style, maybe. But it's not something, these type of tasting we can't do all the time.
No.
At all.
Because
we have a lot of hype, but it's hard to find equal type beers.
Yeah.
And it's also, well, you could also just do one
fucking
bottle.
expensive
Yeah.
to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know this was 300 Danish.
No, I don't think it was
Or 250?
that much, but
This one,
that's very expensive.
800, 600.
I think I got it for 600.
Yeah,
something.
600.
And that is 300 something.
Yeah, so it's like $200 tasting or something right there. So that's why it's not gonna happen all the time. Blind. But it's fun. It's fun. So if you guys had either of these, let us know. As always, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page, and Twitter, and Instagram. And give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Ring the bell for future notifications about videos.
Yeah.
We're gonna say cheers in the best blessed
Blessed.
by Anchorage.
Yeah.
Amazing stuff. See you guys in another video.